like it.
Did you say I want to sit in you?
I just want to sit in you.
And I have the third wheel here. And that is completely fine.
Hide behind your head. This is great. Are we rolling?
Yes!
It doesn't work if you're using your
I
hands.
also love how your rings.
Yeah.
I know. I
thought this was a jam party.
This is the worst setup we've ever had. This is a little open. Sharon, I feel a little uncomfortable with the way you're saying.
Wait, what are we doing right now?
We're gonna do a Ginterview.
With what?
All these questions that people have sent in, because I said protein-free Ginterview, and then people went.
I think that should be a Ginterview. It's just reading off the illegible tweets. This is like my tea parties as a child.
There. Put your long ones here if you need
You even
to.
brought slippers.
I know,
That
it's
was
the
dedication.
cutest.
Let's do a non-slumber party.
I have tips on how to get to a non-slumber party.
I said it's a slumber party and I thought you passed on the message.
I have extra pajama pants if you want us to get in pajamas.
I'm very comfy.
I am extremely comfortable. Do you want me to put pajama pants over what I'm wearing to make you more... Okay.
Oh. Now who's the third wheel?
Do you want extra pajama
Third
pants?
pants wheel.
I have a onesie. Do you want that? That's amazing.
Some of you still have these
This
from
is-
Chicago. I thought they weren't
Honey
open.
mustard and onion
I'm
one.
losing all sex appeal right now. Just in
No,
one.
that shirt makes
So you
up for
match
it.
so
I love
well.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're just gonna go through like we usually do and talk things. Okay. Mrs. Lauren Holiday asked, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? This is unfair. I don't
Magic cookies. Because then they could be anything.
magic cookies that taste like pizza.
No, magic cookies that turn into any other food.
That doesn't.
You can't
That's literally a non-answer.
breaking the rules. That's a
The
cop
rules
out.
are meant to be broken. I like how you panicked on the first answer and I mean, I choose chocolate because you can get chocolate flavored like pretty much anything now. Like bacon chocolate.
Are we accepting that answer, Sharon? I don't know.
Fuck off!
Okay. Better than fucking magic cookies.
Magic cookies isn't a real answer. At least like even
We're deliberating about the word chocolate. She said magic
But
cookies.
then, okay, but that's like an umbrella term. Like, does it have to be like a specific kind of chocolate that
You
you can only
said
eat?
a magic cookie.
Yeah, you don't even like.
So you don't
can't
get
just say,
chocolate.
"Am I answer, okay?"
I already
What about you,
spilled.
Sharon?
I'm gonna
I
say-
hate you.
I'm
I
gonna
hate
say-
you so much.
For Christmas, I'm
Okay.
gonna do your laundry.
Can you please? That would be great. Best Christmas gift ever. For Christmas, I'll
Practicality,
give you
right?
this shirt.
Oh my god, I would love
Would you
that.
actually want the shirt? Because I don't particularly want to keep
You
it.
want that shirt?
I will give you this shirt for Christmas.
Why were you, what?
For reals. Do you want it?
Yeah, but I don't want to take your shirt. But I do want to
should.
take your shirt.
You
I
should
would like your
take
shirt.
it.
Yes,
I'll
please.
give you it for Christmas.
And I will do your laundry.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Done.
All
Christmas shopping
kinds of
complete.
pizza.
Okay. Pizza?
Good choice.
That way you can make anything you want. You can make an Elise healthy pizza that makes you poop, or you can make.
I'm at least
That's a
healthy.
really good
pizza
pizza guy.
but I also farted for like hours.
I know.
Like I was,
know.
I was in my room and like right here,
I know.
and I was like, this room smells like sadness and disappointment.
I- You get used to
Like,
it. The sadness
my-
turns into
My
some joy.
insides were like garbling for hours.
I
Like they were just
know.
like.
I was really scared that somebody was gonna come downstairs and die. like I was like, if they come down here and smell this, they might
They're gonna think
collapse.
something's dead.
This is why I'm still
Yeah.
single, guys.
Eat your fire pizza every day.
Imagine on the
Pizza.
first date. What did you make? I made you fart pizza. It's really good for you.
It wasn't fart pizza. It was a spelt crust with goat cheese and figs and then a maple balsamic glaze that I drizzled over it, and then some really thinly sliced pears. And then we all farted a lot.
I almost didn't swallow whatever I just drank. That was really bad. Oh.
I've never actually
anything with 3 of us
I
to
know,
distract
not
each
at
other.
all.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Elise.
It doesn't matter for us because we don't have to edit it.
I have to edit all of this shit.
Not my problem. Not my problem.
The love here is so great.
Why put your hand up?
You're making it worse than it is.
wait.
There.
Okay.
Okay, it's still bad.
Let me see. Okay.
You just have
tiny hands like me!
I do.
You have baby hands.
Baby hands.
Baby hands.
I feel like we're
Damn.
like about to do like break into song.
We
This
should-
is what the musical episode of Carmilla's do.
Wallace just like, and then all of a sudden we start singing.
I would like that. And then a rainbow goes over top of us.
Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a really good question.
Oh, good.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Siren Songbird asked, if the 3 of you had to be Harry, Ron, and Hermione, who would be who?
Wait, as
I'm
like,
Ron.
Wait,
I was gonna say
Ron!
as like us?
As us.
Yeah.
I'm Ron. For sure.
I'm not Harry Potter.
I was gonna say you would be Harry
do
Potter.
love Harry Potter.
No
And I would be
way.
Hermione, I
Yeah.
think.
I
Totally.
could. You guys would follow me into battle?
We'd have your back.
Yeah, we'd have her back. Of course. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna cry.
Please don't.
That makes me
Please
so
don't
happy.
cry.
Stop.
Oh,
Harry Potter. Yeah. Yeah. So nice.
Things got emotional 2 minutes in. We're doing really well. Stop, Harry! Stop! Harry, stop! Harry, stop! Harry, stop it right now! Oh, and then
Don't
maybe
Ron and Hermione get together?
Yes. Yes.
That's why they asked that question.
Yeah, they did. Nice.
Well,
Another-
things could be worse.
Another OTP.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to Gryffindor.
Gryffindor wins. Queer Puff asked, if you could change your
Queer
name.
Puff?
Queer Puff.
That's good.
Right. If you could change your name to anything, what would it be? Parker.
I was gonna change my name to Jude a little while ago.
Hey, Jude.
It's a wicked name.
Don't be afraid. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to.
Why does this happen every fucking time we start singing? Everybody's like,
Wait.
Hey,
It's because, no,
Jude.
okay. Because now. Hey, Jude. Don't be afraid. Take a sad song and make it better.
I think you're messing up the verse.
Are we?
I think
feel
you're
like-
messing up.
Maybe if we do it a third time.
No, let's not.
And restart.
And we're just gonna forget that happened.
Wait, what's your name? Catherine?
I always really wanted to go by my middle name, and I tried to convince my parents to do that
Rename
for a
you?
really long time.
Yeah.
And I would just like throw a hissy fit and cry and scream every time they called me Elise.
Cute little Elise hissy fit.
I really wanted to be
pretty good.
Janae. That's my middle name. Isn't that pretty?
That is
Janae.
Wait,
How do you
how
spell
weird
that?
would it be if it was Janae, Jude, and Parker right now?
Janae, Jude, and Parker.
No, it's
We'd
Janae, Jude,
also
and
be in
Parker.
Brooklyn.
We would.
Or Chicago.
Chicago.
Sauce on top of the pizza in Chicago.
That's how they do it. They put sauce on top of the pizza. That's just
That's how we learned how to do
that's how you do a
accent.
Chicago accent.
That's really good.
Sauce on top of the
I'm
pizza
so
in
much more
Chicago.
attracted to you than I've ever been before in my life.
Because of the Chicago accent?
Yeah.
Why?
You gotta stop doing that, guys.
Why? What's going on?
It's making me want pizza.
Saucy pizza.
Sauce on top of the
The
pizza in
saucy pizza.
Chicago.
I want the saucy pizza.
I think we should do a little bit of this in this accent and just see.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna slip it in and out, and it's gonna turn into like an Aussie.
It's
And
gonna
Aussie.
turn into
It's gonna-
Christopher Walken.
It's gonna turn into Christopher Walken. I don't know why.
We would like walk on the subway and be like, sorry. Just still like try and fit in.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I would say about during the fan meetup.
And people would be like,
and someone else beside me like a boot. I'm like, you shut up.
You shut up. You shut up right now. I'm gonna kick your ass.
There's so many different accents going on right now.
I can't
So
follow.
many accents, none of them are real.
Yeah,
Caitlin, you have to be in charge of this.
Ace, my dyer, asked, "What is the food equivalent of your personality?"
Oh boy, that's
That's a good one. I think
Magic cookie.
no, you're not a
Magic
magic cookie,
cookies.
Elise.
You're
You'd be like
magic-
Pop Rocks.
Yeah,
but like healthy
Pop Rocks.
Healthy Pop Rocks.
healthy pop rocks that don't
I
actually
remember like
pop.
coconut flakes.
So you'd be coconut flakes.
Boring.
And they mean
I'm coconut flakes. You make ice
No,
cream
you
better.
would be pop rocks though. That's a accurate statement.
But it would be like coconut.
Trying so hard.
Dip
But
till
healthy
coconut
pop rocks
oil.
if they existed.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be you. Sharon, you would be like that cereal that everybody wanted as a kid. Like, you know, like
Cap'n
the cereal-
Crunch?
Tricks.
I'd be Trix.
You'd be Tricks.
That's cool.
For sure.
I'm
So
rainbow
far-
and
So far,
unhealthy for children.
so far you're Harry Potter and you're Trix.
Yeah.
Are you gonna cry again?
Please don't. Please
Guys?
don't. No.
That is the best
Wait,
cereal.
Trix was like
Trix
the
was for
little
kids.
the little ones, the little grape ones I liked.
You liked my grape flavor? That's nice.
What would you be, Caitlin?
I don't. Deep dish saucy pizza.
Deep dish saucy pizza?
Yeah.
Because everybody wants me? Just kidding.
You would be a cheese loaf.
A cheese loaf? No! No, I don't want to be a cheese loaf. I ordered this thing in a restaurant and I thought it was like spinach dip, but it turned out to be a cheese loaf and I was like,
way better than spinach dip.
it was
like-
so big that I was like crying by the end of it, like I didn't want it.
It just like resonated
Are you,
Caitlin's
like-
aura.
If food is in front of me, I can't not eat
it.
all of
Yeah,
it.
it's awful. It was awful.
Awful. It was awful.
It was awful.
But was it also really good? What
It
kind of cheese was it?
It was spinach and like
What kind of
like
cheese was
all
it? It was spinach cheese. It was the spinach cheese.
I don't know anymore, Elise. I just wanted sauce on top of the pizza in Chicago.
I just wanted it on top. I just wanted it on top.
You want it on top?
I wanted the sauce.
Oh, okay.
I tweeted the other day. I was like, because I dropped.
Really? That
spaghetti-
doesn't seem like something you
Fuck
would do,
off.
Caitlin.
I dropped spaghetti on my bed.
I
And
read
then
that.
I did tweets, and then one of them was like, I don't mean to be saucy.
I just want back.
Wait, no, I'm backing up to meet you.
But
I was like, I don't
We
need to
just
be
keep going. Done.
Just kidding. Were you talking? Next question. Oh wait, what's Caitlin?
Can I also sit with you, or do
Oh,
I?
sure.
You can't
That's
sit with
fine.
us. You can
You can't sit with us.
You can put on my coat if you want.
Liz Tits asked, would you rather have uncontrollable gas at work for the rest of your life,
No.
or gas on every first date for the rest of your life?
First date, because hopefully I'll just get into a relationship and then I'll never have to go on a first date again.
First date, because if somebody can't handle gas, I don't want to be with them.
That's true.
Because like if you can't fart around somebody, can you be right with somebody? I don't think so. I think
I
farts
completely agree.
are the beginning of a relationship.
Absolutely.
So, every time that you go on a first date,
You
you
need
need
to
to take my
fart.
pizza.
Wait, is it fart once or fart throughout the whole date?
Just for your first date, you fart.
Oh,
Like,
that's
all the
easy.
time.
Yeah. I think I've definitely farted on all my first dates.
Just go into a crowded place and be like, wow, that table next to us.
Ugh.
Okay, Takeo Turtle asked, if you were all stuck in a Hunger Games scenario, who would come out the victor?
Me. Oh, nice. I like these fingers.
Sorry,
I've heard that before. Things you shouldn't say on camera. Fuck.
Caitlin! You make me look bad. You know I say things wrong
But
a
you
lot.
would win. I would probably maim myself within the first 5 minutes and be done.
No, I feel like you'd secretly be really badass.
You'd be like the demolitions expert,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then blow yourself up.
Yeah.
In like that, in the heist movie, you're like the person that like doesn't go into the elevator shaft, but you like
I don't go into any shops.
And in like What, the Italian job? You'd be like that guy that like curled up in a ball like in that little crate thing. You'd be like the acrobaticus one.
Yeah.
This is not Hunger Games, but this is like, I think it's like an Ocean's movie.
Puffy Bunnies asked, favorite funny moments when you're together, working, partying, or hanging together? I'm immediately drawn to a Halloween party.
I don't know.
Wait, favorite moments
When
Partying
all of
or
those three
hanging
things,
out.
or hanging out, working, or anything together.
Halloween party?
Halloween party? I'm just gonna say
Have I shown you guys the photos from that yet?
no.
I'll do that after.
That at one point, Elise was dancing so hard that she chipped her tooth on a beer bottle.
I may have hit her arm to make that happen. Like, you can notice if you zoom in on her face right now. Zoom.
Oh my god, yeah, you are! Yeah.
Whoops.
That happened.
That was really good. Also, I may have seen Caitlin break dance or like hip hop dance or one of the two. I'm not sure what it's called these days.
You mean when I started rapping?
The cool
Wait,
dance.
you mean when I started rapping belligerently to Kanye West and then
yes.
broke out into
That
hip
one as
hop
well.
dance?
Yeah. That was a good.
That was a
Halloween
good
party.
Halloween
I think
party.
dancing is definitely up there with you guys.
Yeah.
I walked home for 3.5 hours.
You walked
Yeah, that
home
was that night that she did that.
Yeah.
Remember when you were like, oh,
You know when I was in the
Caitlin's on
leather
streetcar.
short
Oh,
shorts?
she lied.
I lied. I walked all the way from that party to my house.
So when I was like, hey, text me when you get home, and then you did.
I wasn't home.
She totally wasn't home, yeah. She was like, hey, I'm on a streetcar. I know.
In my drunk mind, I was like, I'm halfway there. I can just walk the rest. And then I got to Sherburne, and I got really scared.
Yeah.
Everyone gets scared when they get to Sherburne.
Yeah.
I get scared when I go to your fucking house. She didn't tell me how scary her neighborhood was, and then she's like, yeah, sometimes I walk home with brass knuckles in my pocket. And I was like,
Sharon, I'm scared for you. That's not a good neighborhood.
That's okay. People only get jumped like sometimes.
okay.
You just have to walk fast.
That's what I'm gonna do for Christmas. I'm gonna buy you guys like boxing
I'm
gloves.
giving you this shirt. Good.
Boxing
Okay.
glove is to keep the other person, your opponent, safe. You want like iron fists.
I'm gonna
I want iron
make
fists.
them with.
I think I just need like a personal bubble.
What?
I need a bubble.
Oh, a bubble.
Bulletproof bubble?
Yes.
That'd be so boring. You'd get really lonely in the bubble.
Oh my gosh, did you see
I let
those?
ladies in. I'm sorry. I keep saying stuff.
Lady bubble.
Baby bubble. Okay. Okay, ready? Are we ready to move on? Please.
Moving
Okay.
on. Do it.
Gay cats in space.
Yeah.
I love all of your usernames. Would you rather pee every time you laugh or fly every time you fart? I want to fly when I fart. I would
That's
never stop.
awesome.
I
And
would
you
never
could be
stop
like-
eating your pizza, and I
Yeah.
would fart all the time.
People would think I'm a superhero, but I'm like, no, I just fart a lot. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
What was the other one that sounded awful? Oh yeah, pee your pants.
Every time you laugh, I'd be fucked.
That's too.
I would
Sometimes
literally
do that anyway.
Sometimes I
It's like- Don't admit to that, Elise.
I'm in your bed right
Okay, you know how that video that was posted was like when Perry's not home and it was like Laura and Laugh and one was on the oven and the other was on the trumpet?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
somebody asked, Tats with that asked, decide between the three of you who plays the trumpet, who bangs the oven door, and who's not home. I can play the trumpet mainly because I can play the trumpet and also I can make the trumpet noise with just my mouth. I think the both of you would bang the oven door
Yeah.
together.
I think Elise would be in the oven.
What? Things just got fucked up. Why? Because
Or like in a cupboard somewhere. She'd be home.
and you're just like poking out of the cupboard as the.
She's like the responsible one that we like locked in the cupboard.
That's so true. Yeah.
So
It's just-
the soul isn't real.
It's just make believe. It's just a story.
Yeah. Dat Sonic Panda asked, "Can any of you or the cast speak French? If so, demonstration."
Je peux parler français, mais j'ai pas vraiment une un fort accent québécois ou français. Mais oui, je peux parler français.
Je parle un petit peu de français, mais pas beaucoup.
Yeah. J'ai allé à l'école immersion pour 13 ans.
Oh.
Je peux parler français, mais ça ne sont pas très bon.
Oui.
You guys are never allowed to speak to me in French or...
Is it hot?
Chicago accent ever.
It's French and Chicago hot for you?
Oh, we can make her so uncomfortable. Wait, so you mean if we talk in a Chicago accent
In
and then
French.
switch
And then-
to French, would you be like done?
If it's a French accent, then no. But if you're speaking in French, then yes. And then if...
But if we talk in a Chicago accent,
Stop
we
it.
switch
Stop it!
to like.
Elise, c'est trop mignon quand
Oui.
même, ça aussi.
Oh la la! Oh la la! Next question.
Ooh, Elise, dans le lit de quelle Oh non, non.
She's actually like calming herself down. She can't keep herself calm when we're talking like this. It's really hard for her.
Calm yourself.
Calm yourself down, Louise. We're okay.
Just take a breath.
This is creepy as fuck. What the fuck? Favorite holiday / Christmas song? I really thought that you guys were about to start singing a song.
Rocking around the Christmas tree by Elise is my favorite.
I only like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer because I retitle it Like a Light Bulb in my head because it's the only bit that
Like a
anybody
light
adds
bulb.
in.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
I
all
love that
anybody
part.
gets to. Like a light bulb. Like Monopoly. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
only know the like not
I
real
love
parts
those.
of the song and I love it.
I don't know. I'm really sick of the holiday songs right now.
Mhm.
How about those Jingle
I
bells?
thought you were gonna
Oh,
spell ginger.
How about those
That
jingles?
I don't actually know that song.
JINGLEBELLS. How about those
I've never heard the song before.
bells? It's Frank Sinatra Christmas
I
album.
think you made
Oh,
it on
that
my
one I
iPod.
would like.
Yeah.
Oh, the Sinatra.
Listen,
The Sinatra. Yeah, right now, I gotta say no. Okay, no. I have one. The part where Zooey Deschanel and Will Ferrell sing to each other in the bathroom in
Oh
Elf.
my god, yeah.
That one.
I ought to say no,
She's got the
no,
cutest
sir. But at least
I
I
love
wanna
her.
say that I tried. I love that.
Besides that song being like really creepy, like
I hate that song everywhere else.
like
It's
can you
all
imagine
the
like
time, and
trying
it
to leave
always
this
gets stuck
guy's
in my
house
head.
and he's like, no, you can't leave.
That's a really good point.
And
Sharon.
you're
My
like, no,
best
but like I
friend
have to go home, and he's like,
Like-
no, you don't.
Oh my
And
God.
she's like, I'm just gonna walk out the door, and
Me
he's
and my
like,
friend-
I've locked it.
It really, no, me and my friend once did a cover where we were like singing it and he would just add in really creepy things.
Yeah.
It'd be like, hey, what's in this drink? And he was like, roofies. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. I've never
Yeah. Yeah.
More compliments, I can't handle that. Oh, no! What? I just sprinkled myself.
I'm
with
not
gin.
the only one.
Oh man, I'm next.
My bad. Okay, Amy Loves Karma asked, how would you classify the cast as members of the family? For example, you once said Elise was a mother hen.
You said I was mother hen.
I said like in relation to the show, you were more Perry than anybody.
Oh, that is true.
Okay, so
all
I
of us are members in the family.
of a family,
So,
including like Annie and like Natasha and
and Matt and Will.
Yeah.
I mean,
Perry.
Aaron.
I'm always
I'm sorry. I'm
he's such a good
sorry.
actor that like
He's
he really
just so good at
fills
his
the
For
role.
the first like month of knowing the cast, I had to like check myself
I
before I
know.
called anyone by their name because I always wanted to call people by their character.
Okay. Annie.
So does that mean there's 7 of us?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's the mom and dad?
I would say that none of us are any.
There has to be
are
a mom and
any of
dad.
that.
No.
I think that we're like
we're like the cool floor of a residency.
Yeah.
But like, I want to plan a family photo. We're getting a family photo. We can have like crazy cousin.
I feel like,
and we can have like.
I feel like Matt would be
Papa Bear.
Papa Bear.
He is a good.
Matt's a Papa Bear.
He is.
Annie's like the person who's too cool to take the photo, who like just sits in the corner in all black.
Oh my
and
gosh,
is like,
She's like the older sister that's like already gone away to university, and she
totally
Yeah,
is.
no, totally.
She's so cool. I'd be like older sister Annie. Like, can I borrow some of your clothes while you're gone?
Yeah.
and they're all black.
They're all black. They're all black. All she has is black clothes and red lipstick. Like, that's it.
We should all dress up as Annie Briggs for Halloween.
Oh my
next
god,
year.
yes. I think Erin is like somebody's twin. Which would definitely be like the
Eric
quieter.
is his own twin.
No, but like, yeah, but like the quieter twin, like. Is he like, you don't really know about him, and all he really says every once in a while is "doo doo." That's it.
He's like the kid who was homeschooled.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say, guys?
I feel like you're the cousin of the family that like everybody loves and kind of secretly wants them to be their sister, but isn't.
Yes.
I feel like I'm the family dog.
I kind of get it.
I kind of get it. Oh. But you're like the dog that like everyone would be really sad if it died, and would like make like a really cool Facebook post.
It's true.
But like, is not really
like-
part of the family.
Yeah.
Like those people that are
I
like,
feel like the
Toby
big,
was
like,
part
golden
of the
retriever.
family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't get over the dog. I'm only gonna be able to see you with that.
oh my god, I think it's a good fit.
So it's just you and Natasha?
Yeah.
I guess you guys are like. What else is there? There's no children
No,
yet.
we didn't.
There's no
We
children.
haven't made a. Haven't we? Isn't Aaron the weird kid? Wasn't
Aaron's the
Aaron
weird
one of
kid.
the weird kids?
Oh, Aaron.
He's
He's
one of the weird.
Aaron is the teenage daughter of the family.
Yeah. No, yeah, we have Annie and Aaron, who are both the kids.
Oh yeah, Annie's
yeah.
the. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm the cousin.
Matt said Papa Bear.
Oh no, you're like the crazy like yoga cousin that like
Yeah.
like comes home and is like, "What? You don't have a studio to meditate in?" And they're like, "No."
Where's my kombucha?
I give you all like scented rocks for Christmas.
Yeah, we're like, fuck, like Annie, like cousin Elise is over, like,
Fucking
can
hell.
we, like-
I hate this. She makes me meditate.
it makes me talk about my feelings. I hate it. We need a mom.
And me and Natasha, who would be the mom? Me.
Neither of you.
I'd be
Would
like,
you be the mom?
Where do you see yourself?
I don't see myself in this.
You're in this family. You're in this family.
I'm like the weird pet bird.
So this is a parentless household with
Yeah,
animals
like,
everywhere.
I don't know. Matt's
Oh,
he's
yeah.
he's
I'd be a good mother figure.
Not a mother. I'd be a good person figure.
I feel like Caitlin would be a good mom to this family. I feel like
But
she
not
already
a mom.
has been with
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
so many things. You're like one of the people that I look up to for like guidance. Even though you're like, my life.
I almost just puked a little. That's really sweet.
Yeah. 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 Oh, you're so soft. Yeah.
Natasha would be like the kid that went off and like came back super successful, and like everybody is like, how did you do it? And she's like, I just
Oh
did.
my gosh, she's like so
She's, like-
popular and just like so successful, and it's like how she's just that person where it's like, how does that's not fair that one person gets all that. It's like,
Yeah.
how does she get all the great
Yeah.
qualities? Like, that's not fair. Like, you don't get to be popular and successful. Like,
Sally the witch asked, did you guys know about non-binary genders before you knew of Laugh?
wait, did I know that there was people that didn't?
Didn't identify within the binary.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. One of my friends from college is like that.
Did you?
No.
Wait, before...
Cool. I didn't know that was a thing you could do. Like, I didn't know you could actually be just in the middle ground and just be... That's awesome.
Well, I mean, not too many people tell you you can be. Like, there's nowhere you can, like, learn that.
Yeah.
Other than, like, life experience. Or, like, a religion.
That's cool. I didn't know that, Caitlin.
And now I learned from life, and now I'm comfortable with myself.
That's so cool.
We should make a YouTube thing called Learning with Laugh.
Learning with Laugh. Amanda Nguyen, 20, asked, if you guys could take back a single embarrassing moment, which one would it be? I know exactly which one this is. Like, I know as soon as I read the question. When I was in 9th grade, I was, like, dating my best friend at the time, and we were making out on his parents' couch. And while we were making out, I put my foot in salsa. like, my bare foot just ended up in a salsa bowl. Mid-make-out, I just made him, like, squelch, and I'm like, what? And then we were also making out under his jean jacket, so we, like, pulled off the jean jacket, and I just looked and my foot was covered in salsa, and his mom came by.
No, that's like a perfect
That's
storm.
like the least sexy food, dude.
It was the worst. If I wasn't gay before, I was gonna be after that. Like, let's be real. So that would be what I take back.
Oh god, that needs to go in a movie someday.
That's a great scene.
That
Yeah.
is a really good scene.
There's nothing, I don't have, like, embarrassing moments that have ruined my life, so it's not like I really need to take it back, but I kind of wish this didn't happen, and, like, just in, like, 10th grade, when, like, everything's, like, really important,
Yeah.
I'm like, so, I like this guy, and I was like, I kind of thought we were dating, and then I kind of like liked me.
10th grade, you can think that you're dating someone.
And then like he really liked me though, because he like gave me flowers at the end of a play, and then all of a sudden one day he stopped talking to me, and then I pulled him aside, and we were just walking and talking, and I was like, I really think like we need to talk, because like I don't really know what's going on. And he's like, yeah, we can talk. And I was like, okay, so I just feel, and then a door opened on my face.
Sharon!
And then he told me, yeah, we're not a thing, sorry, bye.
I'm gonna cry. That is beautiful. Oh my god.
I just really wish the door didn't hit me in the face. It probably would have made the whole thing easier, but maybe not.
That's always how those things go, isn't it? Door and face, foot and
Door and
face. Door and face, foot and salsa. Name of our autobiographies. It's coming out real soon. That's the laugh I'm talking about. You're doing a... I can't do it. I don't get it. So good.
I don't think I have. Okay, I feel like I have a lot of embarrassing stories from my life, but I don't think I would want to like erase any of them because they make for these really good stories.
But in
And
that
then
moment,
also,
you wish
like-
it never happened because it was so embarrassing.
Yeah, for sure. But like,
What? You have to tell one.
I don't think I can think of one right now. I'm sure there's like a million of them.
I'm sure.
But like, I think it teaches you so much. Like when stuff like that happens. And then you just like learn not to take things seriously.
This is true.
Like use your peripherals and wear socks. I don't know.
Oh,
Don't
I
put
was,
the salsa on the ground.
imagining a sock that was like soaked in salsa.
Ew, I was picturing like
No, it was a
I was
barefoot.
picturing like barefoot, like
It was a
toes,
barefoot.
like clutching onto
No,
salsa pieces.
that's actually what happened because I was like, what is this that my toe is in?
Oh no, you're like, because
Oh, it was bad. It was bad.
It's just the salsa isn't real. It's just make believe. It's just a story.
Okay, Sparrow Z asked, do you believe in astrology? If yes, what are your astrological signs? I'm a
Not
Libra.
really.
I like think that there must be some merit to it. I
Mhm.
also have a habit of believing that kind of thing in like kind of a joking and kind of a not sense, but like do you guys ever feel like maybe actually magic exists?
Mhm.
Thank you!
Mhm.
Yes!
Pull out.
I feel like
Lost Sharon.
no, I feel I've never really felt like real magic exists in this world, but I feel like I'm more in like the spiritual way. Like I feel like there's other like realms, and I feel like there's other like infinities in our
There must be
world, and
something.
like
Yeah. I'm on the cusp. I'm like,
but I'm a Taurus.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
I'm October 23rd.
Okay,
So
you're
depending on like what magazine you
Yeah.
read, sometimes I'm Libra and sometimes I'm
seriously?
Scorpio.
Yeah.
And if you
So you're a
know me,
Scorpio.
like, I feel like I definitely have both
Both.
of those sides to my personality.
Yeah.
Like I have this very like fiery, passionate Scorpio, like impulsive side, and then I have this like very like balanced, like, yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
you're not skipping over the question. I see.
Records of Me asked, can I get a trailer or theme song for Make Room for Laugh? Do you remember it in the Ginterview where I said season 2 should just be laugh trying to get with everyone?
Oh yes.
And it's just called Make Room for Laugh.
Yeah.
And I've said that's my biggest ship now, is just Make Room for Laugh. Where it's like in any ship, I'm just like, laugh is coming. So what are there? I want to know what a theme song would be for that.
Do we have to pick an existing theme song, or do we make it up right now?
Make room for laugh. Make room for laugh.
Laugh is in the house and it's gonna steal your girl. What's gonna happen? Well, you're gonna be jealous, Perry. What did I say? That? Yeah, I did. So you better get laugh back. What?
That was pretty good. I didn't contribute because I didn't want to ruin it.
Okay. Beat Got Sicker 23 asked, would you rather be a giraffe with a human length neck or a human with a giraffe length neck? You sang that. You're like, no.
I don't know. I just feel like you haven't thought about it.
You actually.
I think either way you'd never get laid again.
And you'd be such an outcast.
So.
Not like the cool kind, like from that band.
Why?
What?
No.
Okay.
When I also think about Elise, she comes up with the least funniest jokes. They're like,
It's true.
they're so
They're not funny at all.
all.
And she just dies laughing. And we're all sitting here like, ha 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 ha.
What was the one that we made earlier?
I don't know.
Oh god, it was so bad.
I legitimately.
The gym buff one.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. I said I was auditioning for a role that was like a big movie buff. And you said,
But was it buff like a.
No, I don't know.
you said something.
Buff like in the gym.
Buff. Don't even like repeat that. That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Our corny joke is the best kind of joke.
Like it's like you're on a first date and you're like trying to make us laugh. Like it's like, well, you don't need to say those things. Unless you really want to.
I really want to.
Shazamal, this is gonna be the last question. Asked Elise,
Oh no.
Oh no!
if the three of you were being chased by a monster and the only way you could escape was to be trip Caitlin or Sharon, who would you trip?
That's not
Or
fair.
would you trip both of them for double the chance to escape?
Okay, wait. We're being chased by a monster.
I would say branch out from the question. I think outside the box.
I'm trying to.
I can't feel my left leg.
I would.
Completely numb. It's completely.
It's slipping.
I legitimately can't feel the left half of my body right now. Like I didn't feel that happen. I'm really worried. I saw it
Feel
happen,
nothing?
but I didn't feel it.
This is scary. This is like an episode of House.
Please
And
stop
you're how?
poking
No,
my
you're like
leg.
an intern. You're like, do you feel that? Do you feel
No.
that? Do you feel that?
Can you guys
feel
please
that?
stop and answer the damn question?
I had to
Be
trip
creative.
one of you. Okay. I would fake trip you so that they would be distracted, and then you would take out the monster.
Wait,
that's
what's a
good.
fake trip?
Like
When you're acting.
in like in soccer, if you kind of lean to the left so that the person thinks that, I don't know.
So
I'd fake trip you out, and I would know.
wouldn't need to
I would
fake trip me
understand.
out.
I would
No.
understand that you would hear my thoughts.
We do speak without words a lot.
And then you would be like, oh, I need to do something, and then the monster would be like, ooh, Caitlin's on the ground, I'm gonna eat Caitlin, and then you would.
What we do is
you have a
first,
better idea.
no, but we keep with tripping Caitlin because she's great bait.
And then what? And then
But we would have planned before that we'd trip her and then be going for her, and then I'd probably come out of nowhere, and then I'd just have something, and
I trip
kill
both of them and run. Because at this point, I've just been bait in 2 scenarios and I don't appreciate it.
better solution,
Caitlin, do you
We don't
realize
go
you
and
probably
get trapped
would
by a monster
trip
in the
yourself
first place. That's my
tripping
solution.
us.
I would. I would try to trip you and trip myself, and then both of you would run and be like, see you later, bitch.
But then the monster would be like, this is too easy, and then he'd fuck off. and
You
then
always
we'd be
need
all
bait
safe.
to catch a monster. Someone has to be bait.
I got voluntold for this one. Fucking.
It always happens.
So that was it.
Daphne always gets voluntold she's bait.
That's it.
They didn't have more?
We have to wait for more to come in.
Are they not curious about us?
They don't want to know.
I'm very interesting. There's lots more things you can know about me.
Like the fact that our weights are at the same point, and look where my legs go on yours. I'm never gonna be a
You're only at the top of my socks.
You know what you learned today? Elise is turned on by Chicago accents.
Stop it!
Et le français.
No!
It's great.
It's great knowledge to have.
This will not bode well for you.
Nope.
Nope. Excellent.
That's it, y'all. Hope you had fun. And I'll see you soon. Peace.
Good.